And that's the beauty of Emerson, is that until one comes here, you don't necessarily know what you're going to receive, because there are so many things happening here.
It's a college, a campus and a community.
So we're really excited at Emerson. We've got a local team producing an audio drama from our Sussex community in Forest Row, and they're bringing a radio audio drama that is all about finding acceptance through nature and breaking through barriers to accept all humanness, to finding themselves. The essence of humanness being found and met and overcome, those barriers and obstacles being overcome through the connection to nature. And so having that being held at Emerson is really for us a perfect setting, because there's lots of commonality there.
Emerson is a very well kept secret and really shouldn't be.
We are a biodynamic and botanical garden, and we are certified by Demeter.
We have the privilege of being the only registered biodynamic botanical garden in the whole world.
Biodynamics is an extension of an organic practice or awareness of growing, where it extends into the understanding of much larger cycles that influence whatever product or plant you're nurturing.
We have the bees that are also down in the healing gardens.
And if you take a walk around the gardens, you'll see they're dotted with a variety of different sculptures that have been created here and put in position over the last 50 years. Each of them tells a story.
When they talk about their experience at Emerson and what they get from being here is a deep connection to nature.
As far as the college is concerned, we run a number of courses. Some are born out of anthroposophy, some have a broader range of appeal.
Anthroposophy, by translation, means the wisdom of man. As founded by Rudolf Steiner,
It's just about being able to settle into the retreat or into the movement or the yoga, whatever the course that they're doing, is really held by the nature that is surrounding Emerson. So it's quite deep-rooted in the heart of what Emerson is.
Emerson is deeply bound and intertwined with the landscape and the environment around it. And it's the biodynamic and the botanical status of our grounds that lends itself so uniquely to everything that we do here at Emerson, which is interconnected with the well-being and the welfare, emotional and spiritual well-being of each individual or the groups that attend as part of the courses and the events that we facilitate.
The sort of events that work really well here, we have the sacred geometry, which is often themed around nature, choosing natural pigment, making its own paint, reflecting on the plants and the growth that's here. All our lunches have got things that have been grown within our own gardens, and again botanically. And so everything from yoga practitioners to clowning to storytelling, where you're trying to connect with your own creativity and your own nature, all of that is really held well.
The difference of Emerson to other colleges that focus on self or personal development is that everything arising in the courses and the experiences at Emerson have a stem to our spiritual self. So we directly reference the spiritual development of the individual to the physical and emotional development of the person.
The whole basis of why Emerson College came into being was for the development of human nature and the development of human progression, which I think is really quite unique. So that spiritual connection to yourself is sort of at the essence of where Emerson sits. And so you will find anthroposophic courses such as the doctors learning how to embrace their work in a more holistic way. And you will also find psychedelic breathwork.
We have courses from medicine, psychotherapy, the visual arts, meditation, yoga, poetry, philosophy, song.
So what people can really appreciate when they come to Emerson College is that they have the opportunity to gather within themselves. So they have the opportunity to eat together. All the meals obviously are vegan or gluten-free options with a vegetarian. They're all organic and biodynamic. And so that's one of the things that people say they find is the heart of the college, is eating together. The bedrooms are very simplistic, and it means there's no distraction, and people can do the work that they're looking for within themselves, whether it's creative writing, whether it's singing, whether it's movement, eurythmy, dance, yoga, it might be poetry. But it gives them the opportunity for that. And often in our everyday life, we're very distracted. We don't have the opportunity to take a bit of time away and to look at the things that also bring us joy.
Emerson as a destination is a fully inclusive environment that welcomes everyone from the myriad paths of experience that they may have, either as a person or as a professional.
At the moment, we have a retreat that is run on Buddhist beliefs. We have an Ayurvedic festival, which is run by Buddhist and Indian and Sri Lankan community. We have eurythmy, whether that is coming from India or whether it's coming from Sweden. And people are flying in from Lisbon. Somebody just arrived from Bangkok. And so people are flocking from all international airports as well as within the UK to experience what's on offer here.
In humanness, we're also opening in a fully inclusive and diverse way to all of the characteristics that are prevalent and celebrated in our society. Humanness also encapsulates the inquiry to seek out the other person, but also the other aspects of yourself. The questions that you will ask as an adult in their 20s will be very different to the questions that you're seeking answer to in your 50s. But the commonality, the golden thread, is your or our humanness.
Our work is deeply embedded in the following core convictions. The evolution of humanity has meaning and purpose. Every person is gifted with creative, intellectual and spiritual capacities. Every human being is equal. Acting consciously and being free to cultivate our inner wisdom and connect with our inner purpose, we are able to bring spirit into matter or love in action, creating positive personal, societal and ecological transformation in the world and giving meaning to our lives and the lives of others. The Emerson campus is an amazing place for venue hire. So we have a really broad range of people, businesses, organisations come here and hire spaces. Most of the spaces here at Emerson can be hired. So we host anything from conferences to workshops to yoga retreats. If you do want to come up here for a walk, you've got our cafe. We've sourced local suppliers for everything that we sell. We also make some of the produce that we sell in-house. We've got some delicious pastries from Sussex Pastries. We've got teas and coffees. The cafe space can be hired, so it can be hired after hours, so after 4:30 in the afternoon and into the evening. It holds about 25 people and it's an amazing space for things like storytelling, short meetings. It could be used as a workspace, so that's available to hire.
So whether you're a painter, a writer, a singer, a dancer, whatever your background, or ethnicity or nationality or gender, then you obviously are welcome at Emerson.
In a world of growing artificial and other intelligence, it's vitally important that we have spaces and places that we can come together as community, as people, and to practice or engage in the social without the interruption and the busyness of technology.
We do find that we have a lot of spiritual people that want to come here. We have artists, so it's as much of it's spiritual, it's also creative. So it's going inside and finding your inner light and what drives you that is brought out by the experience of being within the Emerson campus and the Emerson College itself.
When you come here, you feel that it's somewhere special. I don't know whether it's the sense of being connected back to nature. Maybe it's the quietness here, but I regularly will park and just close my eyes as I get out of my car and listen, and you hear how alive it is here. The sound of the wind blowing through the trees, the sound of the birds. It's just a beautiful place to be. You feel really full up as a human being.